What's up, guys, and welcome to a brand new episode of the King's Corner, where today I am going to be reviewing Disney's Wish. Don't worry, no spoilers in this review, but this is celebrating 100 years of Disney animation, and it stars Ariana DeBose as Asha, who lives in the city of Rosas, who is throned, and the king is played by Chris Pine, King Magnifico, who has a bunch of wishes that he's storing from the people. He says he's protecting them, and he's running this place the way he sees fit. When Asha realizes that these wishes are being taken from people and they're never going to be granted, she sets out on a mission to set the wishes free to the people. This, film, especially that story that I just mentioned, is very basic. I don't really feel like there's a lot going on with it, but still, I think the simplicity of it is a strong point. I don't think everything needs to have this kind of intricate screenplay. So in the case of Wish, I thought that the story was strong and it did work. It is simplistic, but it is strong, and I think it has to do with the two leads of the film, the good and the bad, meaning the good is Asha and the bad being King Magnifico. They're the strongest characters of the film, and they're great additions to the Disney character catalog, but every other character in the film you don't really remember. You don't remember their names. They're just kind of forgettable and are only serviceable for the minimal things they have to do within the movie. She's got a friend that bakes cookies. She's got a bunch of people that work into the kingdom as well, but none of them are very memorable. But she's memorable, and I think that the story does mainly revolve around her. You get the side characters a couple times, but they're not prominent side characters like we've had in previous Disney animated films before. But look, the songs in this movie, the soundtrack, I've seen so many comments about uh, the line and the lyrics. I let you live here for free, and I don't even charge you rent. It's basically saying the same thing, but you want to know what? It is what it is. It's not like every single bit of lyrics in this film is like that. It just happens that one time. It just occurs in that moment. Everybody hears that song and they say, this doesn't feel like a villain song. But you watch the film and you get the context of it, and the scene that takes place prior, and how he starts singing. He's sort of patting himself on the back, and then as the song goes on, he delves into certain things, and it does take a bit of a darker approach when he's starting to do, like I said, more dark, devious things. So I think the song overall is good, and the songs in the film go from good to great. I think you have the good being the villain song. The song "I'm a Star" I thought was good. "Welcome to Rosas" or "The City of Rosas" I thought the song was good. But the great songs, there's two. The great songs: "This Wish," which is probably going to get the Oscar nomination, and "Knowing What I Know Now" is a really motivational piece and extremely catchy and extremely memorable. And the score, I think the score isn't like a great score, but I think the score does service the film, and it does have that Disney classic flair. Um, Look, other than some of the side characters being not as memorable, I think this movie is extremely entertaining. I was engaged into the story. I cared about it. And by the time it ended, I said this was a sweet, celebration of Disney 100. So I think it did a lot of things, and I think it succeeded in a lot of things. I could see people seeing it as a little, I'm not going to say bland, but I mean, there's not a lot going on. The story presents itself and then it resolves itself, and there's not really much going on in between. But like I said, the simplicity of it did work for me. And I actually loved this film. I think this is the best Disney film since Frozen. You might say you like this better than Moana, you like this better than Zootopia. I think this is a much more rewatchable film and entertaining film. So, like I said, I do think this is Disney's best film since Frozen, and the soundtrack, it's certainly their best soundtrack since, at least I mean, you've had the musicals, Frozen, Frozen 2, Moana, this. I think this one all, does have a soundtrack that does fit with those others. It is quite good. So, in the end of the day, look, Wish is a 4.5 out of 5-star movie for me. I grew up watching Disney animation and these films. So when I see movies like Ralph Breaks the Internet or Strange World, I leave very disappointed. I mean, these films just don't live up to what they're capable of. And this film certainly does live up to what you're capable of. You have a great villain. I think Chris Pine is fantastic as Magnifico. And I really enjoyed the two lead characters, as I mentioned. Asha is a great addition. Magnifico, a great addition. So I think they excel the film. They do a great job in carrying the movie. So, yeah, that's my thoughts on Wish, guys. Comment down below. Do you plan on seeing this film? What's your favorite Disney animated feature film? Mine is personally The Hunchback of Notre Dame. Even though I will go around saying, if somebody says what's the best animated film of all time, I'll probably go ahead and say Beauty and the Beast. But The Hunchback of Notre Dame, to me, is my personal favorite. Is my number one Disney animated feature film. So, yeah, it's Hunchback and Beauty and the Beast. Got 1 and 2. But so yeah, what's that? Leave it down below. Also, don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Just posted a review for The Killer. David Fincher's new film, very different film to this. You check that out. Reviews coming in the future. Got a lot of stuff on the watch list. Also, you follow me on Twitter or X at RyanKing72 and Instagram and TikTok at KingArises131. That's been it for me. Thank you guys so much for watching my review for Disney's Wish. And until next time, over and out.